Hi, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Jennifer.
And you're watching A Well-Traveled Life,
where we will do cool projects around the house
and travel the world.
Here's to the journey. We're in room 5034. We try really hard to stay on the lower decks so that we are as close to the ocean as possible. Super great for wildlife watching, jumping fish, if there's whales, dolphins, that kind of thing. We have a front row view. So we're down here where we like to be. We're pretty far forward on this particular cruise, which we're fine with. We sort of like being either forward or aft. Forward, we're closer to the gym. Aft, we're closer to the food. We probably need to be closer to the gym right now. So the way we organize our room really sort of works for us and the way we live. And we've got our closets full of things, clothing that we use, but the important part is what's up on the walls. We bring the magnetic hooks, which you'll hear everybody talk about, and really that's for us the stuff that we use all the time every day. So I swim every day, my suit can dry out here, I always have a raincoat on hand, pajamas, and then just a shirt. When it's chilly out, I can throw a shirt on over that's just a comfortable, and then my swim cover up so that I'm good to go in the mornings and I don't have to wake Jonathan up early. The way that this particular veranda cabin is organized is it has a cabinet and a safe up top here, the refrigerator here, and then some empty drawers. I think it's really important to note the drawers are not very deep. I was able to get Jonathan's shirts in here. Thankfully, he wears those dry knit shirts, so they fit easily and they don't take up as much space, which I really like. But just note that those aren't deep drawers. They're wide, just not deep. Coming around, we each have our own set of hooks, and we sort of have, like you do in your regular life, you have your side of the bed. So we organize our nightstands with the things that we particularly need. Jonathan probably wishes the phone wasn't on his nightstand. He's not a phone talker. I'm not a phone talker. We could just as easily put the phone on the floor. We don't use it particularly often. A couple of things that I think are really great to note. My mom found these, and they are eyeglass holders, and what's really cool about them is for storage and travel, they fold up into this nice little hexagonal cube-ish thing, and we unroll them. We've got our glasses, so for reading, for dark glasses, for I have different computer glasses, different reading glasses, different distance glasses, so it just holds everything and keeps them protected while we're traveling in a relatively small space. These little magnetic cup holders, I love them. We keep glasses, notepads, pens, telephones, whatever we need in those, and it's just right by our bedside and real easy to have on hand, and we find those sort of a great use of space. One thing I'm really proud of is you'll recognize that we are on this ship for 2 weeks, but we're on a 4-month holiday. And so we have packed everything for 4 months in this little room, and we still have space left over. You'll see empty cabinets. There's cupboard space that we could still be using. So that means, one, maybe we've packed well, although our luggage was heavy, so we didn't pack that well, but that these rooms really do have more space than you might expect. When you come around to this this bump out wall where they've put the TV, we have also got some really great storage space, and I call this sort of our hobby storage. So I've got Jonathan's pickleball, we have our meditation cards, which are a really fun way. We use those daily to kind of give us moments of clarity and insight and thoughtfulness. I keep our computer, some of my camera equipment, and my binoculars and that kind of thing. So real accessible. If we see something great out the window, we can grab it and go look. In this cupboard here, because it's a closed cabinet, I keep all of my art supplies, so I can just pack this up in a little bag and I can go and paint anywhere on the ship that I want to, which is one of my favorite things to do. We do not typically drink in our room. We go out to a bar or something like that. So on some ships, if I was short on space, I would ask our room steward to go ahead and take these glasses away, and that would give me an extra shelf of space. The same with the ice bucket and the glasses here. We don't typically use them. We're not short on space this trip, so it hasn't been an issue, but that's something to keep in mind. You can always ask room stewards to take anything away, edit. This wall is our kind of central station, if you will. We keep a magnetic whiteboard up here, and our Navigator app, which every cruise line has an app now that you'll use, and that's where you'll select the activities that you want to do that day, and it keeps the schedule in your itinerary for that day. It even sends you little notifications 15 minutes before an activity so that you don't forget what you're going to. But we write it up here each night so that if Jonathan is asleep when I get up and go swim in the morning, or if I'm out of the room and he leaves, we have an idea of where we're going to be that day, and we kind of know where to go look for each other. The apps now have a chat feature so that you can actually talk to each other, but I'm going to just say there are times, and we're in the middle of the Atlantic right now, we have hit a couple of spots where the internet wasn't working well, and so the chat feature may not be as valuable as you might have hoped. Again, we keep our daily meditation. I always keep a map with us, especially if we're traveling. It's wonderful, one, to know what's going on in the news, but two, to kind of keep an eye on where we are and where we're going. But also, it's just a great planning tool for where we want to go next and what we want to see and that sort of thing. I really like that the cruise lines have gone to less paper, and so we see a lot less paper in our rooms, but they do still do a paper copy of the when and where, so you can choose your activities from that. And we just hang it here again. I used to save these at the end of every cruise, and I would mark what we had done. I probably don't do that with very much regularity anymore, but it does help when I'm trying to describe activities to other people and tell them what we did and what we enjoy doing. These are all of our gifts, so I don't forget to use them, whether it's drink cards or a reception, or today we have a free wine tasting that we were gifted, and we're going to go to that. So I just keep those there as a reminder, and then I try and add them up on the schedule because they're not necessarily going to be in my itinerary. And then these are notices that we need. So this, we received a free drink package, but I went ahead and highlighted what those rules are of the drink package. So we aren't allowed to get drinks over $11. So that's just a reminder about that. And we have a maximum of 15 drinks a day that we can get. We've never tested that limit, but watch, there's another video where we just might. And health cards, and then this is our room stewards information, which we always want to know. We love the staff on board, and we try really hard to know names and get to know them. So the nightstand is really sort of personalized. I always have a water bottle, and I try really hard to use my water bottle instead of plastic bottles and that kind of thing. We both keep one, and we're both really good about taking it. But I keep my medication right here in my drawer so that I know every morning and every evening I make sure I get medication in and all of that sort of thing. I also have just my, face cream that I put on at night. And if you have not seen these, I'm just going to tell you I love them. It is a headband with built-in speakers on the sides over the ears, and it is the way that I'm able to get to sleep at night without a TV on or that sort of thing. I can listen to a book or music, something like that, and my headband goes everywhere with me all night long. The other thing, because we are going to be on a Baltic portion of this cruise and up in Iceland where we're having really, really long days that go until very, very late in the night and very, very early in the morning, we have really good eye masks. They're cushioned to be more comfortable, and they're three-dimensional, so they're not pressing on your eyes, but it's a great way to keep the dark out. Speaking of keeping the dark out, another trick we've used, lots of people will tell you about bringing towel clips, and towel clips are a great thing for keeping towels on your chairs while you're out on deck or on your porch, but they also work really well for bringing your curtains and making sure that they stay closed. So I can really get a dark room even in bright sunlight with the addition of the towel clips. So that's one of our tricks. I don't have any special tricks for the deck. Use it. I think that's really what I would tell you about a good balcony, is that you sit out there, you enjoy the view. One thing I can tell you we use our deck for every day is that is our meditation space, as long as the weather permits. And it's a covered balcony, so pretty much even in the rain we can sit out there. We use a pair of AirPods when we do our guided meditation. I put the right or I put the left one in, Jonathan puts the right one in. We're able to listen to the same meditation and do that together with the sound of the sea in one ear and the guided meditation in the other ear. It's really kind of a treat. Our first night on board, we sat up and meditated late at night, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful night. And Jonathan was exclaiming afterwards, it was just one of the best, deepest, most focused meditations he'd had in a really long time. And I think it was because of that wonderful combination of sea and voice. Over here at the vanity, I try and stay out of the bathroom as much as I can. So I keep, you know, whatever makeup and that sort of thing right there. And that's sort of my drawer for my space. The rest of them we use for, well, look at that, another empty space. We have so much empty space on this ship. It's really amazing to me that 4 months worth of stuff and we don't even fill it. A couple things I would note to you, you can't bring surge protectors on board, but you can bring multiple outlet extension cords. So I bring an extension cord. This one is a cube, so it has 4 different extension cord options on there. So the newer ships were really impressed. Lots of outlets all over the place. Both of us have outlets right next to our bed. So for a CPAP machine that needs an outlet right near the bed, that works great. For me, that's my charging station over by my bed, and I have a single plug, and it's my international plug that I use so I can take it to Europe and Asia, etc. But it has 4 USB plugs that I can put in. We love having the big, large bed with great linens, etc. But don't forget about the storage under the bed. That's where all of our suitcases are. They're out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. This trip, because we're going up into Iceland and Greenland, I have parkas and mittens and gloves and hats that I didn't feel the need to unpack, so I did leave those in the suitcase, and they're just parked under the bed if I need them. If we happen to run into really cold weather, we've got them, but they're out of the way for now. The cruise ships are back to a little bit more normal of a schedule, so our room stewards do room makeup in the morning as well as in the evening, and it's so nice to come back to a freshly made bed if we've had a nap in the afternoon or something like that. So the great thing about these hooks, and these are the actual built-in hooks that Holland America has given us, is that they are super for heavier things. So like Jonathan has his big tripod hooked on here, and he's able to put whatever clothing he needs for the day or whatever he doesn't want to have. And again, it's just, there's enough space in here. We can put his guitar where it's not going to get tripped on, stepped on, or broken. It's just, these are really well-designed rooms with really great, useful spaces. If you come back to the closet, I just kind of want to share, this is another thing we do differently than a lot of people. I do have some hanging things, my dresses and formal outfits and that sort of stuff I do hang up. But then I use a significant, like half of my closet space is for this portable shelving unit. And it's just made out of fabric, but it's plenty strong. And the part about it that I love is that it has drawers that pull out, and each drawer is configured a little differently. So this is great for socks and underwear, and but I use it for suits, bathing suits and shorts and that sort of thing. This drawer has a really nice configuration. I can split up my skirts and my shorts, and I've got everything in there where I need it. This one has 2 separate doors, so I do long sleeve and short sleeve shirts right in there. And then at the bottom, one more drawer, and there's where all of my pants are. So it's just a great way to stay organized, have easy access to the clothing that I want, and I know exactly where everything is. It has a couple of extra shelves up here I use for big fluffy sweaters and shirts that I don't want to hang, but I don't need them bunched up either. And then t-shirts and leggings and that kind of thing. Shoes on the bottom, mirrors, and then I would tell you pretty much all over the room you will see these little hanging sachets, and you just, on a ship, things can get a little musty sometimes, so I keep a sachet in every closet area. I keep one in the bathroom, and then I keep one by each of our beds, just to kind of keep things fresh and smelling good.